Hi guys, it's the Book Geek and welcome to my channel. Today I'm celebrating my 2-year Bookstagram anniversary. It's my Bookstaversary. So I'm filming this really late, and so I'm very tired. But I did want to film this before the day was over. So I was trying to think of something clever to do to celebrate my 2-year Bookstagram anniversary. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to share some of my favorites with you guys. I'm going to share my favorite tearjerker, my favorite horror book, and my favorite mystery book so far, as well as my all-time #1 favorite bookmark. I mean, I have a lot of favorites, but this one is like at the top of the list. So my favorite bookmark, and also my favorite book sleeve. These are all my favorites as to date so far. I'm still reading books. I'm not done reading for the year, so this could change, but so far these are my favorites. And also I'm going to be choosing a book. I'm gonna pick a book out of a title out of the hat. Me and several other young ladies and women have decided to form a book club, and so just to make the first meeting and the first choosing of the book fair, everybody picked a few books and I wrote them down on strips of paper and put them in a hat, and I'm just going to choose like that just to make it fair. But I think going forward, after, because this will be our first meeting, it's something fresh and new that we're starting. So going forward, what we'll probably do is have each person have a chance to pick a book to read. So for the month. But for the first go at it, I'm just going to pick a title out of a hat. So we haven't decided on a name yet, but we will be having our first book club meeting in January after the holiday season, after the holidays. The holidays are stressful enough, which, it's best to do it after the holidays because I probably won't be getting much reading done during the holidays. I'll probably be busy with family and things like that and my kids. So we'll be meeting in January during the new year after the holidays. And I'm just really excited. I cannot wait. I tried to start an online book club, but it never did really take. So I'm hoping that the physical book club will work better. So anyway, let's get started. So my favorite tearjerker, and these are not just books that I've read this year. This is just like overall. So my favorite tearjerker is, let's get it out, The Fault in Our Stars. I love this book. I've read it twice already. I will probably read it a third time and a fourth time. This book always brings me to tears. I don't know what to say about it. I just really love this book. I thought it was heartbreaking and very moving and just a beautiful story. Yeah, I'm not here to give like thoughts, my thoughts on the books. I just want to share some of my favorites with you. But I just think that John Green created something truly spectacular with this book, and it really touched me. Now, this is not the only favorite tearjerker book that I have, but this is the top one. So that's that. And my favorite horror book so far that I've read, it used to be Carrie. Carrie's still at the top of the list, but Let the Right One In. This book is so freaking good. This book is everything. And I've seen the American version of this movie, but I haven't seen I think the Swedish version of this movie. So I'm going to be finding that movie and watching it. After reading the book, I went on YouTube and watched certain scenes and compared, the Swedish version to the American version. But the book is terrifying, but also heartbreaking in a sense, and it just takes you it takes you through all these different emotions, and I mean, there was some really freaky, creepy ass parts in this book. I love it. It's a vampire story. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing reviews for this one because I read this book in the month of October, so I'm going to be talking about this more in depth. But this so far is one of my favorite horror books. It outbeat Carrie, and I love Stephen King, but yeah, this one's on the top of the list now. And so my favorite mystery book is I actually don't own the book. It was a book that I had borrowed from a friend, and it's Losing Leah by Tiffany King. Is that her name? Yeah. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but I read this book earlier this year. One of my co-workers actually lended me the book, and so yeah, it's become one of my favorite mystery books. It has other aspects besides mystery, of course, but with the whole plot twist aspect of it, the way they threw in that loop, and the way I was, reading it and constantly asking myself questions and trying to figure out things, I felt it was more of a mystery more than anything else. And so it is one of my favorite mystery books that I've read so far. Now, my favorite bookmark, if you've watched some of my other videos, you know that I own over 100 bookmarks. And so one of my favorite ones is Pennywise the Dancing Clown. And this is the old school Pennywise from the TV miniseries from way back in the day. And just look at this freaking bookmark. It is freaking awesome. If you want to know where I got this bookmark from, I will be listing the shop down below. But this is one of my favorite out of more than 100. Look at this. The colors are vibrant. It is spot on. It's magnificent. I mean, it's double-sided. It's a pretty tall bookmark. I love it. I love this bookmark so much. It's one of my favorites. My favorite book sleeve. I own lots of bookish type of merchandise. But my favorite book sleeve is this lovely Beauty and the Beast stained glass book sleeve that I have here. And I'll be listing the shop down below. But it is just freaking beautiful. And if you know me, you know that the Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite movies, fairy tales. I just love it. The Disney movie, not the live action version, the animated version. I know that movie by heart, word for word, from back to front. I work with children. And one time, I worked downstairs with the toddlers and the infants, but we have a preschool on the second floor. So one time I was leaving work and I have to go on the second floor to punch out, and I could hear the kids, the preschoolers in the other room, they were watching Beauty and the Beast. I heard it all the way from the other room. So I went in there and I was like, oh, I love this movie. I started singing the song, and all the kids are looking at me like, and I'm just in there watching the movie with the kids like a big old giant kid. It was crazy. All the kids was looking at me like I was nuts, and I was singing all the songs. I love Beauty and the Beast. I love it. It holds a special place in my heart. And so that's it. I didn't want to make this a long drawn out video. I'm going to pick the book now that we are going to be reading as our first book for our book club, which we still don't have a name for. Everybody's putting in their 2 cents about what they want the name to be, and I don't want to pick. So if we can't decide on the name, I'm going to put that in a hat as well. But anyway, let's get to it. Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know what to pick. Okay. All right, I'm just going to close my eyes, and I have a hat here, guys. I'm just going to close my eyes and